We now have the motor separated from the transmission. What I did is took the two top bolts out. That's where the transmission mount goes on the top of the motor. If I remember correctly, that's what bolted up there. Anyway, it's irrelevant. You take those bolts out, and what you're going to want to do is let it rest on those two bolts. Just unscrew them all the way and screw them back in a turn or two, and then they'll rest on these tabs in other locations wherever while you're taking it apart. So break all those loose. You're going to take the dust cover off. From the bottom, it'll have the three small bolts right there, three little bolts on the dust cover. I'll throw a big bolt in there so you can see they're just very, very small. You'll take the dust cover loose and you'll just separate the motor from the transmission. Now, you can see this bearing in here. Maybe you can see it. I'll show you on that one over there. In the very center, and I'll put my, right there is a bearing. We're going to go ahead and change that bearing off. It just slides off. Sometimes you have to slide it and turn it a little, but it'll just slide right off. We're going to replace that bearing while we're in here. We're going to unbolt this off of the, we're going to unbolt the clutch discs. We're going to unbolt them off the flywheel. You'll unbolt it. There's a number of bolts just like this one. We have a new one. You can see where these have started to, it's poor lighting, sorry. You can see where these have started to flatten out. You can't really see it in the video, but these have started to flatten out. You can see where they're worn right there. So we'll change it out. Either way, I would change it out with a motor change, and we'll put in a new clutch plate. And all you'll do is unbolt those. It might be too dark later, and you'll put this tool in the center here, holding in your new clutch disc. Then you'll put your pressure plate on top of that and then bolt it in. I may have some light out here and I'll try to record that also. And then all you do is you just put the transmission back on. You'll pull this off after you get all your bolts tightened. You'll pull this back out. It should come with a clutch set. If you buy a clutch set, it should come with everything you need. It should come with an alignment tool, your new clutch plate, your new pressure, there's your new clutch disc, your new pressure plate, and the bearing. I would replace all three. Like I said, total walkout on this one from eBay was $100. $200 at the auto parts store, well worth it.